For this project, we are going to make inspirational portraits where words on our mask can impact how the world sees us and gives us a voice to share and encourage positivity during these unique times. For this project, we are going to draw a grid on both our regular white paper and our black and white image. For it, you will need a ruler, your black Sharpie marker, and your 2B pencil. Let's start with the picture. Everyone should have a black and white picture of themselves that they can use for this project. We're going to take our ruler, and with our pencil to start, we're going to mark our piece so that it lines up to the bottom, and we're going to do every 2 inches. So I'm looking at the lining up of the paper to be on that first line, not the edge of the ruler, and I'm going to line it up here on the bottom so it's every 2 inches. So here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect. Now most people like to rotate their ruler. I'm going to tell you not to, because we want to have the same measurement for the top as we do the bottom. So instead I'm just going to move my paper down or my ruler up, but I'm going to keep it exactly how it was. And I'm going to actually do the same thing again, lining my piece up to the corner. Now you can see that both top and bottom, when we line up those ticks, have the same space at the end. And that's exactly what you want to do with your Sharpie. You're going to actually take the ruler and line it up to each tick. This is very important because that's going to show you where the straight line is. It'll be measured properly. And then you're going to outline it with your marker. Okay, so that's one direction. That's the vertical. Now we need to do it in the horizontal. So we're going to angle our paper now, and we're going to take the ruler out, and we're going to do the exact same thing by measuring every 2 inches with my pencil. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, with extra on the bottom. Notice I did not rotate my ruler. It's the same measurements on this side, moving upwards. We're going to do the same thing as we did with the vertical, and we're going to line up the ticks using our marker. We're going to make a nice crisp line along that edge. Once you've done your grid on your actual picture, you will then take your paper, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but instead we will not be using our marker whatsoever. We want it to be a very, very light mark. So we're going to take that 2B pencil, and we're going to do our ticks on the edges lightly, and we're going to do them the exact same way. This paper is just slightly bigger, but we're going to still line it up to the one side. And do the exact same thing following the top. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And the truth is it should end up on 12. 12 is the perfect size of this paper. And then I'm going to go to this one as well. Now you're going to line up the ruler on your ticks, and here is where we need to be extra careful. We need to make sure that our line that we make with our 2B pencil is extremely light. The pressure has to be light, and how we draw the line against the metal ruler or whatever ruler that you're using, you don't want to place too much pressure on it. You just want to, as a kind of like a feather, you're just going to graze the edge so the lead is very faint on your paper. And do the same going the other direction. Once you're done, you should now have your paper ready to go and your grid done on your photograph, and you can actually see that every square corresponds with a spot on the paper. So this corner square up here is for this square is here, and so on all the way down. The only difference is that bottom square is a lot larger. Don't worry about that. It would line up sort of like this when you're doing your drawing. Now we're going to actually draw what we see in each square corresponding to your actual picture onto the paper. So this line to this line, and even the line of my hair over here. The corner from here to here is the same as the corner from here to here. So I want that line to be similar as I draw down. The second box over here is this one. So I'm going to draw from here and try to kind of match the line of my hair. You're going to be doing that around your entire face. I've got extra lines coming around here, here, and here on my page, even down to my mask here, and that's what I'm going to actually do on my drawing. Now, if you're ever wondering, am I on the right square, you can just count it out. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I know I'm in the right spot. In this 1, 2, 3, and 1 down, so 1, 2, 3, and 1 down, I can do the same, 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. I know that this line here that crosses, kind of comes across, and then that means I probably didn't draw that line right, so I can edit whatever I made a mistake for the lines. You want to finish and complete your piece by doing all parts, your eyes, your eyebrows, your hairline, your clothing, and where your mask falls on. Let's put this to black and white to see it a little bit better. I started to draw a nice outline. I started to outline already my eye, so my eye kind of crosses over. And the important thing about your circles for your iris is that you want to make sure that they are circles. So my eye kind of looks like that. Once I'm done with my drawing, I'm going to decide what my positive word's going to be on my mask. On this one, I decided to choose Find Your Strength. On my picture, I'm going to use the word believe. Don't forget, you need to now take your eraser and erase all the grid lines everywhere on your page. This is why we drew our lines super light. After you finished your word on your mask and erased your entire piece, you can start on figuring out your patterns that you want to place in the background. Now it's time to use your pencil crayons. With really strong pressure can add really interesting elements to your piece and beautiful color. You can change your clothes, your mask style, your hair, and even your eyes to create different colors. The more intense your color blending is, the stronger your piece is going to be. If you're interested in another tutorial, I'm going to show you how to blend with multiple pencil crayon colors, different skin tones. I hope you enjoyed my project.